Hello, Gypsies. Hello, everyone. Gipsy Dean here in Cambodia. Okay, well, I've got some presentations coming up about Cambodia, and the first one is Kampot Cambodia. I spent 3 weeks there looking at the place, thinking about it for a possible permanent location. So I'm going to show you this video I made of Kampot. It's a pretty nice place. And then when the video is over, I'll come back on with some comments about Kampot. Okay, Gypsies, get ready for Kampot. Hola, Gypsies! Gipsy Dean here in Kampot, Cambodia. That's right, and behind me is the iconic landmark of the giant durian here in the roundabout section in the middle of Kampot. Okay, well, in this video I'm going to show you Kampot, the best parts of it. Okay, Gypsies, okay, everyone, okay, amigos, let's go see Kampot. Okay, here we are down by the Riverside. We see the floating restaurant, Kampot, located near the bridge, very close. Well, here's a better view of the floating restaurant. It opens at 5 p.m. or maybe 6, and it's beautiful at night, as you will soon see. Here's a close-up view of the motorcycle tuk-tuk bridge. At this end of the breach, there's also the Tourist Information Center. Welcome to Kampot. So this is one of the few congested places here in Kampot. All these motorcycles coming and going off the bridge. Yeah. Now across the street, we have the one eyesore here in Kampot. A giant building. Construction was stopped when COVID started. The Chinese left this eyesore for everyone. The funding got pulled, and now it just sits here. No one knows what's going to happen. All right, well, now we're looking at the bridge from the other side. Over across the river, you can see one new hotel that's actually in operation. Nice looking hotel, about 12 floors or so. And here's the new beach, the river beach. It comes alive at night, as you will see later in my presentation. All this sand was dredged up from the river, and it makes a really nice beach. Although swimming is not really that advised in this river because it's not the cleanest. But here's the well-lit night walk, river walk. And at the end is the new bridge, the car bridge. Okay, let's go see some more of the river walk. Okay, from across the street, we see my hotel. It's called Good Morning Kampot Guest House and Restaurant. We look up, Those windows on the top, on the third floor, the windows on the right-hand side in this photo, those are my windows. I have a panoramic view of the river. It's very nice and cheap, only $15 a night. Okay, now we're at Starbucks Kampot. This was an old building that Starbucks restored, made a beautiful restaurant out of it. However, the prices are US prices, not Cambodian prices. Well, let's go inside and check it out. Okay, well, viewing through this glass, you see the place where people order the drinks. And there's inside air-conditioned places to sit also. But outside here, we have ceiling fans and a beautiful mural. But wait, there's more. Okay, now I'm outside on the corner. Seating all around. Let's go check out the other corner. Well, from this corner, we get a nice view of the Riverwalk. Okay, here's one more view of Starbucks. Photography is not allowed inside. And I believe there's a place on the roof to enjoy your coffee, which would be popular in the evening because there's no shade in the day. And you can see the classic French architecture here. This is a really nice river walk. It hasn't been up here for very long, 2 or 3 years, I guess. And so we're going to go down and see the seahorse fountain, a must-see item here in Kampot. This river walk is really nice. There's benches here every, I don't know, 40 yards or so, 40 feet. Or you can just sit back and relax until the early afternoon when the sun hits it full, which won't be too long from now. Afternoon, it's just too hot to be out here this time of year. Have to wait until after 6 p.m. when the sun goes down. Okay, now we made it to the Plaza, which is always a lively spot in the evening. And you see the horse, the seahorse fountain. It runs 24/7. That's one of the new landmarks here in Kampot, Cambodia, the seahorse fountain. Okay, now we're at the Plaza, the Riverside Plaza for the Riverwalk. And you can see in the distance, there's a big clock on the other side of the river. It's illuminated at night, and you can even see the second hand ticking. So this is always a favorite photo op place here. Okay, it's nighttime, and it's time to have some videos of the night scenes around the Riverwalk. Here's the floating restaurant. And the well-illuminated bridge. Well, here's another angle at the floating restaurant. And the motorcycle tuk-tuk bridge is lit up in many colors. And in the middle, we have three hearts, two pairs of three hearts. Well, here we are on the beach at night, and you can see it's well illuminated with these little tent-like things, tables and chairs, and they have table service. Drinks and small meals. All right, here's a nice shot of Starbucks. All right, we're back on the night walk at the river walk. The streets lit up, the river walk's lit up, and it seems to be a laser light show with fountains going on. Let's see if we can get there in time to watch. Hello again, gypsies. Well, I had to mute the sound for this spectacular fountain and light show because YouTube did not like the music. It was copyrighted music. And so I decided to mute it and just talk a little bit so I can actually make a peso or two on this video. And hey, please leave a comment. It would really help my channel out, and give it a thumbs up, you know. That's what gets me back into the algorithm here. I've been laying low lately, and so my videos haven't really reached the top of the list like they should be here on YouTube. Okay, well, the river walk here in Kampot, Cambodia is great. On one end, you have the beach, illuminated beach with dining, and on this end, you have the nightly water fountain show. Enjoy. Well, there it was. The lighted fountain show here at Kampot, Cambodia. Okay, look, check this out. On the other side of the river is a giant video screen. I mean, it is big. But the old phone video, it's not going to pick it up too well. Okay, we're at the Riverwalk Plaza, and we're watching the seahorse fountain. 24/7, keeps pumping out the water. Behind it is that giant video screen on the other side of the river. And there's quite a few people here. It is Saturday night, so okay, well, you've seen the river walk at night. Gipsy Dean is heading for another scene here in Kampot. Well, along the river walk, we have plenty of people having a evening snack. And there's vendors selling roasted squid and other items. Okay, and on the other side of the street starts Restaurant Row. Here's one called Ricky Tiki Tavi. It's a combination bar, restaurant, and they have a few rooms for rent also. It's a very nice place. It's slightly upscale. Ricky Tiki Tav. Go upstairs to eat. Okay, on this corner we have the Happy Special Pizza Cafe. More pizza. Everywhere is pizza here. And they also have Khmer food, which is priced reasonably. And next to the Happy Special Pizza, we have the Zob station. I'm not sure what that means, but here's their menu. They have mostly outside dining with fans overhead. The Zob station. Well, everywhere there's always seems to be an Irish pub. And here's O'Neill's Irish Bar, a place where mostly foreigners hang out. It's a nice looking place inside. Not big, but they've got what you need here. And next to O'Neill's, we have the Pig Pen. It's a sports bar that a lot of locals and foreigners patron. This is where I watched the Super Bowl. They opened at 6:30 that morning, or 6 o'clock that morning, and they were packed. They had a great breakfast there. And next to the Pig Pen is the Beer House. It's always nice to have a beer house around. Let's check this out inside. Let's party. Well, the party hasn't started yet, as we see the place is empty, but I'm sure it will in a while. Hey, it's only 7:30. And next to the beer house is the coffee house. Brown Coffee. This is a Cambodian-run place, I think. Very upscale, like Starbucks. And their coffee is expensive, and look, they're empty. But they do have some outdoor seating, and there's a couple of people having a coffee here. They have 2 floors. You can go upstairs for a panoramic view. So if you're up for something just quick and casual, here we have the Yummy Hot Pot. Food to go. Well, they do have a little table here. And next door to that little street stand, we have the Twin Home Guest House and restaurant. And here's my choice for the best restaurant in town. It's called Happy Special Pizza. Like everywhere else, they sell pizza, but they sell everything. I like their Khmer food. But it's a really nice ambiance. The prices are low. And they have back in the corner there a fairly good sized air-conditioned room. So if you want to beat the heat, you can eat meat without the heat. Okay, well, Happy Special Pizza. This is my pick for the best place in town. And next to Happy Special Pizza, we have Indian food. Indian royal food. And they have rooms to rent too, Khmer Bungalow. Okay, next to the Indian restaurant, we have the Artisans. A real upscale place here. Craft cocktails, fusion bistro. You can eat outside or inside here. I haven't eaten at this place yet. It looks pretty nice, and it's more on the spendy side, at least for Kampot. Well, here we have a place called Bundao, and I'm not sure what they sell. I went inside, and their menu is not in English. In fact, it's not even in regular letters. It's in the style of writing, the Khmer writing of Cambodia. These people are idiots. There's never anybody in there because we don't know what they sell. And here's Vanna Restaurant and Bar. Looks nice. Inside or outside seating. And on the corner here, at pretty much towards the end of the restaurant row, we have the Kampot Pie and Ice Cream Parlor. An old Canadian guy owns this place. And I guess it has real apple pie and plenty of ice cream. And on Wednesday evenings, they have open mic, live music.
When I was a baby, my mother told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno, just to watch him die. And I hear my whistle blow, I hit my head and cry.
Okay, over on the next street is the Kawa Coffee and Eatery. A place for coffee and cakes, and I don't know what else. And then next door is a upscale mini mart with a large wine and booze selection. Okay, here's a Jaybreak restaurant right at the end. An upscale kind of place. Happy hour, you get 2 for 1 on the cocktails from 5 to 8 p.m. A beautiful place, but I never see too many people in here. Okay, here on the corner, a stone's throw from my hotel, is Tube Coffee. It's a real futuristic looking kind of place. They have good coffee. There's 2 floors. And their prices are more reasonable than the Starbucks and Browns. Okay, we're getting close to home. Okay, here we have the Green Boat Bar, famous for fish and chips. At least they claim so. And next to it is Pita Pita Kebabs, Mediterranean cuisine. They're open late. And just past my hotel is the last restaurant on this row, Max's Italian Restaurant and Pizzeria. I ate here a couple of nights ago and had a pizza. It was okay. It had a great sauce to cheese ratio, but they wouldn't last very long in the US. But it's probably better than most of the pizzas here, because most of the pizzas here are just kind of fabricated. Here they're all made by hand, and their Italian menu looks really nice also. Okay, here it is, a nice scene from my hotel. Good Morning Kampot Guest House. The nice part about it is we have these 12 chairs out in front where they serve 75-cent beer all day long. You can have breakfast, lunch, and dinner here. And it's great with the view of the street. Constant scenery change. Okay, it's time for a beer. Okay, cheers everyone. Cheers from Kampot, Cambodia. The good life for only 75 cents a glass. Okay, gypsies, I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope everyone liked it. Well, I like Kampot. It's a nice sized town. Has enough places to eat, and there are some things to do. The only problem I found with the place was cigarette smokers. There's a lot of retired old men there from Europe and Australia, and they smoke. And they smoke everywhere, because in Cambodia, obviously, there is no law against smoking in restaurants. There are a few restaurants in Cambodia that have no smoking areas or prohibit smoking, but not in Kampot. And so everywhere I went, people were smoking. And because it's a hot place, and all the restaurants and bars also, most of them are open air, and they have fans going to help cool down the customers. And those fans distribute the smoke everywhere. So if you're a smoker, Kampot is for you. But for me, I'm searching out other places. Okay, well, I've got another video coming up here shortly about Kep Beach. This is a place about a half hour or less from Kampot. It has a nice little beach. It's a nice place if you're living in Kampot to go for the day. Okay, I hope to see you in my next video. Okay, hasta la próxima.
Gypsy.